Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I invite you all to come with me on a journey to explore the challenges that Generation Alpha faces today and how the Misk Mohammed bin Salman Foundation nurtures their development in a fast-changing world. As I look at the seats in front of me here, I see impressive minds capable of contemplation, analysis, problem-solving, imagination. Talents that truly exceed mine, and that's reassuring. I invite you to use these talents to come with me on a mental journey. Let's all imagine a tree. Let's imagine ourselves as trees. Our hands sprawling, extended like branches. Our feet and legs planted in the ground like roots. For a tree to grow strong, it needs nourishment. And this nourishment for us individuals comes in the form of education. In today's stormy world, where the winds of technological advancement, socio-economic shifts, and geopolitical turbulence blow, I wonder, how would Generation Alpha, the young trees, withstand these forces? And the answer lies in how good and how well we educate them. Generation Alpha is the first generation that's truly natively digital. They've been born into a technological, digital age. Look at them today. Look at your kids, your nephews, and the thing that you notice about them is that their eyes are glued to screens. This over-technological attachment is a challenge. They get notifications. Even if their eyes are not on the screen, the notification pulls them back in. This technological attachment risks alienate them from the real world and disconnects them from the true selves and shortens their attention span. Not only that, but the allure of the metaverse, the power of AI, and the glamour of social media paints to them an alternate reality that is also bombarded with fake news and political agendas. This risks them losing their moral compass. And compass is the title of today's conference. Risking this compass that is to guide them in a morally ambiguous world that we live in today. Language is where it all begins. It's their identity. But when a dominant language in the digital age that is not their native language pulls them away from their native language, they risk losing their identity. They risk being detached from their heritage, their stories, and their culture. The winds of change are also reshaping the whole job market, where one of the studies says that 65% of today's primary school students will be employed in jobs that do not exist yet today. They're still in mines. So the question is, how do we prepare tomorrow's, or the young trees of tomorrow in today's turbulent world? And the answer lies into good education. At the Mohammed bin Salman Foundation, that is entrusted with empowering the talented youth of the future. We do that through our 2 school systems, K-12 private education. The Misk schools, that is set to be one of the top 10 schools in the world, and the Riyadh schools, that has been graduating leaders for the last 50 years. We employ a novel educational approach that aims to graduate leaders who employ what we call the Misk graduate profile, which empowers them to become lifelong, critical, and creative thinkers and global citizens, thus rooting them in their language and culture, that makes them anchored in an ever-evolving world. We also aim to graduate them to become leaders who inspire others, just like branches extend shade and inspiration to those who are around them. We do that through instilling the skill, but also using the concepts of collaboration, adaptability, and active learning, preparing them for the skills that they'll need in the 21st century. We do that through incorporating technology in what we call the classroom of the future. The classroom of the future uses the same technology that we're worried about, that is distracting our kids, but using it for a good use, using instructional-based AI, remote learning, coding, virtual experimentation, to name a few, used in the right way to keep the attention and keep their knowledge current. How is all this done? It's done through the teachers. The teachers have a very important role as the facilitators. They need to be rightly selected, but also prepared through our teaching academy that brings them together with the technology and with the right methodologies to become the facilitators for the growth of our children. In conclusion, I invite educators and educational institutes to work with us and collaborate with us in our novel teaching methodology. That is to prepare Generation Alpha for the future and the challenges that lie ahead. We seek to root our children into their culture, their language, their tradition, and their identity, so that they become rooted and anchored in an ever-revolving and changing world. So no matter how strong the storms are and the winds of technological, societal, economic, and geopolitical winds blow, we will rest assured that our young daughters and sons will be ready to take up the challenges and benefit from the opportunities that the future brings. Thank you very much.